gonna be a real quick video. I know I say that, I know I'm lying, but I'm dead ass on that. But it's something I really wanted to say. So first of all, shout out to Nate. I'm going to be doing I'm probably gonna break it down in multiple parts because I've been late on Nate wanted me to cover the Candace Owens versus 50 or 30 people, 30 women feminists, and I've been late to that, and it is what it is. He donated $50, and so I'm not gonna cover. He wanted me to cover a couple of segments. If I'm gonna cover all of it, I'll probably save the best pieces that he wants in one video, but I'm gonna do it in like 3 parts, and I'm gonna break it up in 3 parts, 3 30-minute segments, because you know how I am, you know how I break stuff down. So we're gonna break it up there. I may do one that's alive, and then the other 2 will be uploads. So that's coming this week, so bear with me on that. I also got a play-by-play from Marty from dudes that, you know, want to play Passport Bro games. I may go over that, and then we may have a greater conversation. I may reach out to Xanatos Clutch and Marty, because they both have kind of the same sensibility when it comes to Passport Bros, and really a lot of it is it comes off as criticism. I may actually use that as an excuse to see if I can get Marcus on there, but the more people you get on there, the more you have to kind of, you know, balance that out as far as like schedules. So we'll see. But the thing about, but all 3 of them, Marcus probably the least most, you know, we want to see black men do well, and so our stuff always comes from a position of that. But so staying tuned for that, because there's going to be some stuff that's coming in July going into like the next phase of this year. That all being said, that's not why I wanted to do this video. That's not why I wanted to do this video. I saw a post from Machismo TV. Shout out to them. They do a good job kind of keeping this stuff on 24/7. And they showed a video of Kevin Samuels in a suit with a skull. This is like a thumbnail that Divested Zealot did. That chick. Which I've never, you know, whatever. You all know. If you don't know who it is, count yourself lucky. For those of you all that know, you know. If you go watch our content, you've been warned. Y'all really don't. I'm telling you, don't. That's what I'm saying. So if you do it, that's on you. But there's a reason why I'm saying her name, and I haven't said her name before. I have to say, what Machismo and them was talking about, you know, never forget and blah blah blah, as far as, you know, her horrendousness, and remember, don't do the reach back with accountable commentary, which is what he said. All great. And really he was talking about how YouTube, you know, bans us, shadow bans us, and keeps their stuff up. First of all, I'm gonna give a different perspective on that. First of all, nothing he said was wrong, and it does suck that our content can't be promoted like that, or we can't monetize it as easily. Cool. Let me say this. I want to tell you all that in the grand scheme of things, YouTube is doing us a favor. The fact that we're smaller makes it so it's harder to find us, except for people that's really looking. And that makes it, that actually is an advantage to this space, ultimately. That's number one. But the main thing I wanna talk about is this. I am so happy and thankful that their stuff doesn't get shadow banned. I want Divested Zealot, Cynthia G, Chrissy, and I don't put Chrissy in the same category as those 2. I don't even put Cynthia G necessarily as bad as Divested Zealot, although Cynthia G is definitely worse than 90% of the women out there. Divested Zealot is truly like a Darth Sidious figure, versus Cynthia G is more like Darth Vader. And now I'm saying she's redeemable, but I'm like, you get the difference. I am so thankful that they don't remove their content. I do not want them to remove their content. I want them to make as much money and get as much followers and subscribers as possible, for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, the more subscribers they get, the more it's absolute proof. And Divested Zealot actually channel is not that large, honestly. It proves that there's a lot of people that think and agree with what they're saying, not just it's one person. So that kills the isolated incident, lone warrior BS. That's number 1. Number 2, the more money they get to it, the more addicted they get to it. Number 3, the stuff that they say and that they do, it allows us to archive it. Y'all need to be downloading every single video that Divested Zealot puts out. For those of you all that's the work you do, that's what you should be doing. Same thing with Cynthia G. Just like how niggas try to download my shit, even though I stand on the shit I say. But whatever. Because when it comes time to deal with that, when women start trying to reset history and lie and all that bullshit, we will have the archive of what the fuck they actually been saying and what they're on. We stand on the shit we say. So I get what he's saying, but that perspective, I want it out there because I love it. I love it. I don't talk about this a lot. I love it because when it comes time to really, really showcase that, when people start trying to come back to the table and be male identified and all that bullshit, this is the shit that we're gonna say. This is what the fuck y'all been saying, and I fucking dare you find the similar shit that we've been saying. So I just wanted to put that out there. So this is Edward signing off. Peace.